Hello and good morning. So, facial feminization, here we are again. People seem to like these things and it's a technique that changes a lot. As does my face. Not really, but thought it's about time I give yous an update. Also, a kind of little sponsorship moment at the end. Stay tuned for that because there's like a discount code and stuff for some hair extensions, human hair and stuff. I'll save it for the end. Check the description if you're interested though. But for now, let's talk about some makeup and all of that. So, facial feminization. In case you don't know, obviously, what it is. Feminizing your face, making you look feminine, going from male to female, man to woman, boy to girl. Normal, functional, contributing member of society to degenerate, crossdresser, tranny. Whatever you want to call it. Many places to start. You want to just kind of prep, shave, if you've got to do that. I'm convinced I've got like the world's worst like mustache situation. And this is after I've had like 7 sessions of laser. Better than it was. Guys, here's a tutorial on how to feminize your face. Just get laser hair removal, go on hormones, and get surgery. Easy enough. But if you're not able to do any of that, can't afford to do any of that, don't want to do any of that, or you're just a brick that can't be helped, then let's do some of all this other stuff and we'll use cosmetics and makeup. Various powders and creams and pigments and tools. A little lady one, you know. Starting off by moisturising and priming. Where I like to start is like the eyebrows. Now let me show you what I mean. This is right now, this is like a week or two of like not doing anything to them. I'm gonna draw this one back on like how my eyebrows naturally grow to kind of really prove a point. I'm definitely not gonna exaggerate it to prove a point. They grow in quite a bit here. I need to show you my ID picture. Let me get that. Look at those eyebrows. I mean, admittedly, I did dye them black, and then I stuck a razor in between them, but look how like low down and thick and far out they go. Compared to this. That looks so bad. So they're just like thicker, but then you can see I've got these like stray hairs down here, so they also kind of grow, and they just keep coming out all the way to like here, so they actually come down like this low. And then like these hairs also just come out like here. Like if I was just like an untamed man, I shave off underneath my eyebrows a lot because I want to lift and I want more space between my eye and brow. I wish I did like TikToks and stuff because then I could do the most like catfishing, like transformative before and after TikToks. However, I can't bear it. So this is horrifying and terrifying and just horrible. So this is you right now. Caveman, eyebrows, big, really horrible masculine face, and there's no way you're ever going to look feminine. And you need to fix that, because you look like a man. Someone's got to tell you. So what do? You shave it all off. You want to shave underneath, and you want to shave the end off, because the ends of our eyebrows, unfortunately, they don't go up, they go down, and it just drags our face back down, whereas we want to be like up. We're just going to shave off all this, and then all the outside. See the way I just shaved that off with my finger? How amazing and talented am I? Get any of these stray hairs. It hurts at first, but then it goes numb when you get used to it. You could also pluck, but I'm too lazy to pluck. You could also wax. Never waxed in my life. Also, I feel like I've got a really bad voice from just like a very heavy weekend, and it's not the thing I needed for like a feminization video, is to sound like a croaky bloke, but like I said, heavy weekend. Just makes me look so lifted and high and cute. A lot of people kind of keep their inner corners in the middle, but that's just going to make you look like you're frowning and angry, and that's masculine, whereas you want to look more like the power of makeup before and after. I don't even know if you can tell, but I can tell a difference. Like, first of all, it's just cleaner and nicer, but then it's now a clean template for me to just draw on a nice new high eyebrow. Okay, I am shaving a lot off on this one. Whoopsie. I find this perfectly acceptable. Now you look like you have alopecia or trichomania, that one where people pull their hair out, and I think it makes them interesting. Now the first step, as always, after the colour correcting, you've got facial hair and a moustache and all that, and so you've got all these blue tones, because like beards and stuff and moustaches and everything, it does the same effect as eye bags. It reads as, why is this so bright? As like a blue and grey. Like even if you're shaved and you feel soft to the touch, as soon as it starts coming through, you just get that like grey tone on your face. Kind of like, what's a good example? But just think of like a cartoon man. So counteract that, put a warmer colour on top of it, and then that warmer colour will be sandwiched between the the grey and your base, and it's just kind of going to help counteract it. And I use a paint stick, a Krylon paint stick FS36, because it's very thick coverage, waxy. If you want, you could also like put some under your eyes. If you're nasty, and you are, you could use an orange concealer, you could buy a specific colour corrector, you could even use lipstick. Some people go overboard with the colour corrector and use like a bright red, and it's not necessary, you don't need to do that. And then slightly blend this away. To be honest, I don't even need it on like my jaw and chin, I don't grow hair there, but I'm hoping it will kind of act as like a contour, because I want the lower half of my face to be a little tiny bit darker, so then it will look like it's receding, rather than like, you want it like, you know. So this is more like everyday kind of makeup, but still like pretty, and you're still wearing some makeup. The more I kind of get used to presenting feminine, the more makeup I feel comfortable wearing. I used to not be comfortable like wearing like a lot of makeup outside of drag, because I feel like it would just bring attention to the fact that like you're a man in makeup. But then you just gotta be fish. And that's another tip to look feminine, get lip filler. It's all about the proportions, because then bigger lips means the lower half of your face is going to be more about mouth rather than jaw and chin, because us men, we're all jaw and chin. But you know, Jennifer Aniston. And then we can go in with our base, or we can go with a little bit of contour. I'm going to do a tiny bit of contour because I've got a big forehead, so I like to put a little bit of brown up there. It's going to be like so subtle, but I just think it makes a little bit of a difference. I'm going to also go up and down my nose just a little bit. On the one hand, feminine faces are soft and not as angular and structured, so you don't want to go too in with the contour. But at the same time, you want to look conventionally attractive and glamorous. On the jaw there, just to kind of diminish this big square angle, make it look like it's rounding off. Same with the chin. I actually don't really want to do much on my cheeks because I've already got crazy cheekbones. I don't need to look bonier. Now I'm going to take my base, this is just a foundation paint stick around the face. It spreads out well enough so you don't need to put it all over the face. But I'm focusing a lot of product there. Don't forget the neck. Now, I know where I'm going to be putting concealer, so I'm not putting any like under my eyes or on my eyebrow, because there's also going to be going concealer there. I don't want like too much product. You could even spray setting spray on it if you want. This one's nice, it smells nice, it's cooling, and more importantly, Marge Simpson. Blend. And now that you've blended this out to a consistency that you like, you can go in with a concealer which is even lighter, and put this in any of the areas you really want to like pull out. So your cheeks, you want to go from like being hollow to like full. So we're making things come forward. It's kind of like we're filling them out with like filler. Cheeks, pull out the cheeks. Under eyes, clean up the under eyes. Under the eyebrows to really give me a lift. In the middle of the eyebrows to really like pull out the nose. Tiny bit on the chin to really like just slim in the chin. And here to just, I don't know, anti-aging maybe. A little bit on the temples. Really just snatch the face up. I'm going to be blending like upwards. So instead of the cheek going like this, it's going to go like this. It's going to look like we've had a facelift. I am also kind of obsessed with a pale cheek lately. I like that contrast it brings as well, because then it, you know, it's all like the lightness of my face is all just about the middle here. It all is just about bringing attention to like the middle of your face, the eyes, the cheeks, and it's like testosterone was never here. Now you could go back in with the contour so you don't look just so like washed out and pale and stuff, but it's fine, and we can also do that with powder. Let's pretend we're in a rush. And this is essentially the makeup I do if I'm ever like just like a normal day thing, like I've got like a bar shift, going to work, gonna go like on a day out or like shopping, or just want to look nice. So crippled by dysphoria, you kind of can't leave the house without doing it. If you want to be really extra, you could take a stark white concealer. I like to do this on my nicer days. I take that just under the eyebrows, and then if I'm feeling it super cheeky, a tiny dot under the eyes. I like it under the eyebrows because it's just like all about, you know, lifting and lightening this space. And then under the eyes, just like, you know, more of the same. You gotta be careful with white though, because white obviously does not have much colour in it. And you could end up making yourself look quite concerningly ill. Just say it's goth, it's fine. And there we go. And now, while we're in this stage, we could set the face with powder. We could put all our eggs in one basket. But I'm going to draw on the eyebrows and then set the face, because then it means it's all wet and we can easily make changes. So we'll start by just brushing the brow hairs up, trying to get as much height out of these as we can. So look at all that room between my eye and my brow now. I'm mainly working on the top, and you really want to angle it upwards. Now, not so high that you look like a crazy Vulcan, but I might do it. Also, yeah, I do like my eyebrows to come out quite far. They are wide. So I'm just going to do the top line first, try and keep them symmetrical and even. But it's fine if they're not, because eyebrows are not sisters, twins, nor cousins. They're friends who met one time in a night out, and they shared a line together in the cubicle, the second one from the end because the end one was taken. And then they said they'd see each other and come back again later. And she even gave you a number for if you ever wanted so many, but you don't need to because you don't buy your own, first of all. And you're never going to see her again, but sometimes she just posts on Snapchat and it's always the weirdest stuff. And you kind of want to delete her, but then she's going to know that you deleted her. So you kind of have to just keep her around. You see the name sometimes, and sometimes you even forget it because it's not really a full name, it's just some initials. You don't remember what they stand for, you don't know who she is. You probably wouldn't recognise her face if you saw her again, but you do remember this one specific time that you did have a alright-ish night. And so that's our eyebrows. So this thing is quite like a warm brown for me. It's quite dark. We can also go in with like an actual pencil. Brown just like definitely shows up, and especially on the bits you're drawing on. The bits with the actual hair is already going to have texture from the hair, so anything outside that you kind of want to make a bit darker. People who draw their eyebrows on with the exact same colour on and off the hair, you can tell where there's no actual hair. They're not considering that lack of texture, and so you can just see it go dark to light, and I see it all the time on like drag queens. Also, I'm still obsessed with the ombre brow trend of like 2015, so I still do my eyebrows darker on the ends and lighter in the middle. So then for the bottom I try and do like a more straighter line than the top. Oh, it's so neat and cute. And then for the insides I take this thing which is blonde. First of all, try and like join them all up. Just pull the brown into your hair so it just kind of create that transition. And then come in, and it's very tempting to follow this shape downwards and just kind of give yourself angry brows. But actually for the middle, what I like to do, keep going in a straight line. So we're really going to try and lift this centre of our brows. Also, closer together brows doesn't look like you've just took a razor to them, and also can make your nose look kind of slimmer. So all this bit I'm drawing on now, I'm keeping it high up, so I look kind of more like that rather than that. You know what I mean? I like the tail to be ridiculously pointy. I love how thin these eyebrows are. I did a good job shaving those off today. Oh, and look at that, and underneath them, it's just so clean. Because there's no hairs there, because we shaved it off. Wow. Also, the brown might be dark, but we're going to set it with powder. It will lighten it. Let's just stop talking about it, and let's do it now. So I'm actually going to start off with the lightest colour under my eyes, but then also kind of push it in and blend it in. And then I like to just put powder here because it really pulls out this. I don't know what it is about it, but pulling out in between your eyebrows is really feminizing, because like, look at my profile. I got filler, so now it's this dip here isn't in, it's come out and it makes your nose look gorgeous. It's just all about like, so we can try and recreate that with makeup if you don't want to get filler, but honestly, why would you not? For something that's going to make you so much prettier? Literally do not understand anyone who is not a tranny. Now I'm going to take my normal shade of powder and just put that mostwhere else. Am I heavy-handed with the powder? Probably. I do drag most of the time, so. And then a darker powder, just around the perimeter of the face. You don't want to darken your jaw and chin too much in the name of contouring, because you will give yourself a beard. And you don't want a beard, because if you have a beard while trying to call yourself a lady, you're not trans. Dust it all away and around. I love the forehead, this light to dark. Oh, I'm going to take a blush just to put some colour back in this dead face. I'm going to take this Simpsons one. Whoa! Brains, it's called. Brains. Which is... brains, yeah, because brains are pink. Okay. Did you know if you dropped a brain from, like, person height, if you dropped it on the floor, it would just splat everywhere? They have the consistency of, like, jelly, like minced jelly meat. So there's different places you can put blush. You can either put it here to look really 80s and cool, here to really accentuate your cheekbones, or here to kind of bring some life back in your face, because it looks like, you know, the skin is thin, the blood is flowing, and your cheek is really just coming out. And, like, that's cute. I also want to put it on the nose, because we're just cute, summery e-girls, aren't we? You might want to do this, you might want to... I'm not going to tell you what to do. What do you think this is, a tutorial? Now for the eyes. Come into my office. Come on. I don't want to do too much to my eyes. It's very easy to fall into the trap of doing too much, and then you look like an aggressive raccoon-eyed, panda-eyed, tranny man trying to look like a woman with too much eyeliner. They don't usually look like that, to be fair. Most of them just wear red lipstick and call it a day, and then think they're a woman because you've got a red lip on. Which, if you've got thin lips, is just going to bring attention to the fact that your lips are thin. You want to kind of do some smudgy nudie if you really don't have lips. I want to look at your lips, but you know, whatever. I'm going to take like a nice shimmery pink. I like working in the families of pinks, oranges and browns with the eyes, because I feel like it's more natural. I'm not going to wear like a blue or a green glitter, but a pink glitter. You could almost sell this off as just your skin looking like wet, and I just think it's fun. Blue and green and all that, that's all for like, do a look with makeup, but like, I don't know. I really enjoy this like shimmery eye look. If it looked wet, that'd be great, but you know. And I like to bring some on the bottom waterline, just look, really open that eye up. How cute is that? And then I'm going to take an even lighter glitter. This is like an iridescent white, and put that right in the middle. Do you remember when we were all weebs and we used to watch like anime girl makeup tutorials, and it was like, that was the life hack, and it was all like, just put white in the middle of your eyes. How to look like a doll. Oh my god, me 10 years ago. Also, how old am I? How old do you think I am? The people who comment on my videos are the Spanish. Now for colours, I'm going to go like a, I don't know what I'm going to do. Pink, orange, I am both. Here's orange. And now here's pink. On top of the orange. So cunt, so fish. And I'm taking a light pink to kind of really diffuse that, because it's a bit strong and I do look a little bit like a music festival or like a Paris or something. But then also remember, when you're doing the eyes, let's try and like pull it out a little bit up here. See that? Look at all that room we've given ourselves these eyebrows. Girl, you may as well take use of makeup advantage of that, you know what I mean? Like, snatch that face with ice up now. You see? And then whatever's left on your brush, put some under. I've got these big bulbous frog eyes, so I always like have to put something underneath. Otherwise, I just don't think it looks good otherwise. So it's all about the eyes. So you're making everything around your face get bigger. The eyebrows, they come out more. The eyes, they come out more. They come in more. The nose is small. This is all small. It's all about eyes. So you look like a Snapchat filter. You even dab into a little bit of brown, because brown just looks like authentic shadow. Yeah, the blending is not perfect. It's the point. Didn't you know? Now take a smaller eyeshadow brush, because you're a professional makeup artist and you have all these brushes at your disposal and they're all definitely clean. And then I take like a brown or a black or a red or something just dark. I'm going to start with a red and then kind of do like eyeliner. See that? And I'm just taking it on the outside and I'm pulling it up. I don't know exactly if I want to commit to like proper eyeliner yet, but the whole point of putting darkness on is because we're kind of like redrawing on and redefining the eye. We're saying where the eye starts and ends, rather than looking at our actual waterline here. We're like, no, my eye does not end here. No, it ends all the way up here. Yeah. And it's just so feminine. I don't want to go straight in with the black. I like to earn my contrast, you know what I mean? And then a little bit on the bottom. I think it just adds like nice dimensions and stuff, like, you know, look at that. And then sometimes it's not even, and that's okay, except it's not okay. It's alright because we're only working in like a brown anyway, so, but remember how crazy that pink and orange looked, and now that we've put this brown and black on, it just kind of looks like nothing's there. It just kind of looks like a subtle bit of colour behind our eye. It's like, God, I'm so good. Sometimes I joke and I wonder if people even get my sense of humour, or if they do think I'm obnoxious. I feel like I need to like fill these videos with more like inspiring messages so people like actually like me. Guys, love yourself. And if anyone says anything bad to you, they don't mean it. They're just jealous. Do you feel inspired yet? You're very welcome. I always get it when in work, and I'll be there, like, in, like, the most coolest look, spend 4 hours on, be standing 7 foot tall, and just look sick. And then someone comes up to me, and she's like, whatever people say, don't let people bring you down. I was like, why, as soon as you see me, the first thing you assume is that I'm a victim? It's like, as soon as you see someone, like, I don't know, like me, the first thing you think is, oh, you must get bullied. It's like, great, thanks. I'd rather you just come up to me and tell me I look cool. You know, don't try and give me the whole supportive straight person speech. I genuinely get it multiple times a night. You might think you're being nice. It probably is nice, but it's not necessary. And there are nicer things you could do, such as put a £20 note in me bra, buy me a drink, give me a key. That's done. Let's go back in just the very corners with an actual black, just there. Yeah. I'm still not convinced with like how the blend of this all went, so then take another brush and just kind of pull it into the rest of the eye. But you could take your eyeshadow and do a little thing with the lips. I loved doing this before I had my lips done, was like darkening my cupid's bow, because it just makes them look like naturally bigger. Also glue lip on the nose. Why not? So, mascara. I used to like not really want to do this, but now it's like cute, because look at that. When you've got some of this makeup on and you've got like blonde eyelashes like me, it just kind of gives it away a bit, whereas put some mascara on. Even if you want to just focus it on the ends of your eyelashes, if you're doing a more natural look, but just like, it just kind of subtly just like lifts your eyes a bit. God said Adam and Eve, not a mascara. And then if you can be real skillful, try and get it on the bottom lashes, really extend them. Ah, that's another thing I hate, people compliment my hair. Everyone always sees me like, isn't your hair that long? Isn't your hair that nice? Is that all yours? Wow. You wouldn't be saying this if I wasn't a tranny. You don't go up to random girls on the street and tell them, oh, your hair's long. Do you? No, it's only tit length. And there's the face from afar. Let's do the mouth. A quick little mouth one, so it is. So I'll just get like a balm or a gloss or something just around the lips. You could clean off the makeup and really define the shape of your lips if you wanted. Every time I do that, I do like it when I do it, but I also enjoy this like nude foundation coloured lip with just a balm on top, because then it keeps the focus on my eyes. And then we need to breathe some life back into this face. I think I've already said that. Why are we so dead, apparently? With a highlighter powder, so I'm just going to take some highlighter on like a fan brush and then just put it on my cheekbones, and it makes us just look so wet and moist and glowing and healthy, and then you can continue living your terrible lifestyle with all of your bad habits, but look marginally less like someone who does. And that's trans. Is my face done? I genuinely don't think it is, but it feels like. Let's see what Marge has to say. And then you're done. So then, the next bit, once your face is all gorgeous and lovely, which it is, hair. There's a lot of different hairstyles that people have out there. I'm not about to tell people how to have like trans hair with a forehead like this. I would love a bob, but I also don't want to look like someone who's like new to the game. Just like, I like to have these face framing fringe layers though, because I don't know, I just think coming down it hides my forehead a bit and makes me look feminine, frames the face nicely, while still letting me live my like 90s girl vibe. I washed my hair yesterday and then like went to bed basically like in a towel, so my hair is not gorgeous right now, but this will lead me on to the next thing. Now, I love wearing my hair in a ponytail, and I think that's fish, but like, there's also like, if it's long, it's nice to wear long. You know what? And if it's not long, you can just get hair extensions. You know what? It doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on, but it feels like I did. Cute. You really want to have some volume in the back of your head. I always find that makes me feel so feminine if I've got like some volume or something going on at the back of my head, because it makes like the face, the depth of your face, if you just add depth to the back of your head, suddenly the face just does not look as big. A little back comb. You see? Just that little bit of volume makes my face look so much more like smaller on my big man head. So, the next part of this is obviously if you want to look feminine and stuff, you kind of, long hair is one of the things, you know, I don't want to perpetuate gender stereotypes, believe me, that's the last thing I want to do. So let me zoom out. Now, my hair, she's getting pretty long, and it can still fit in the frame. Yeah, wait. And it makes me feel nice and feminine. So, this brings me on to the sponsor of today's video. Technically a sponsor. Someone exists and then gave me something that's free to talk about it. Amazing Beauty Hair, you might remember them. I've done a video about their hair extensions before. Well, I've got more. So yeah, there's a solution. Other than wigs and stuff, if you want something way more natural and easy to do, you get yourself some hair extensions, and that's one way you can just look like you've got lovely, long, feminine, beautiful, gorgeous hair. Let me show you the hair extensions. Lovely box, do the unboxing thing. It comes with a bag, cute bag with the tassels and stuff, but then it also comes with other things. I've got some clips that I can put into the extensions and some spare wire. Don't know if you'll be able to see that there. A comb, which is a nice comb, and it's just lovely to get a comb. Because free comb! And one of these eternally useful things. And here it is. So this is one of their many types of hair extensions they do. They've got all sorts on their website, but this is from the Halo hair collection of extensions. So it's all just like one piece that then connects around your head like a halo, and it's so much easier. I'm going to push my hair out my face just to kind of prepare. And here it is. I got the wire hair extensions £60, and this is in Platinum Ash Blonde, and it's human hair. It's all real human hair, and I like to get the Platinum Ash Blonde colour because I kind of like the extensions to be a bit lighter than my hair, because then it looks like I've got highlights in. But I can also dye it, and because it's a platinum blonde, it's the lightest colour, I could dye this any colour I wanted to. By the way, it does feel really good. But you can see there's a few tones in there. It does look very real and nice as it is. But for this right now, I'm going to keep it platinum. So yes, there's not going to be a perfect match. And these ones are, I do believe, 20 inches. So they go up to 22 inches. Here we go. So it's just like a kind of bunch of extensions, but like pre-applied. So you kind of get the ease of just throwing on a wig, but then like the realism of extensions. But look at that. That's quite a good few tracks worth of extensions. It's a lot of hair. Look how, like, you know, opaque that is. That is some serious amounts of hair. And then it's all held together by this, I keep going to say fishing wire. I don't know if it is fishing wire. I'm going to call it fishing wire. And that is itself adjustable up to this much extra length. And there's a little thing here you can pull to change the size. Here's a very, very crude example. Put it on your head. You've got hair. And I mean, I wanted it nice and long because I've already got long hair, so if I'm going to wear extensions, it's going to make my hair even longer. You can also wear hair extensions to give you a bit more boost at the back, like what I was talking about before, and you can also use it to kind of add thickness to your hair. And this will all just make you look gorgeous and feminine and just like you've got so much hair. It's a bit too big for me. You could wear it like this, honestly, you probably could. I'm going to try and wear it a little bit higher up. Let's see if I can make this adjustment. You can actually do it whilst on your head, I think. That might be easier. Obviously, you can brush your hair back to cover it, and I just think the higher up it is, the kind of easier it is to hide, and the less chance you are of having a gap. So the wire is going to sit across the front of your head like that. And now, because it's such a thin wire, you're not going to see it anyway. But if you really want to, you could wear a headband or something to brush your hair over it. Here, so I want to get all this hair, brush it back, so. Now there are way better ways of doing this. Check their website as well for more information on how you can actually do this. This is just me giving a very quick, very unprofessional, very uneducated take. I'm going to clip it in. And then that can just fall over it, help hide all those bits. As can all these other long bits that we've got down. Okay, so I need a little bit more practice. I'm not good at this, but now that you've officially seen someone do the worst job at putting this halo in, basically that's all it is. Put top your hair in ponytail, clip it in, take it back down. Look at that. I love these like kind of highlights effect it's given as well. But I love it. It just makes my hair so much thicker, that little bit longer. And I kind of like that it's a little bit lighter as well. That's why I ordered the platinum colour. There you go. Honestly, the halo hair extension has kind of changed how I wear extensions because I am far too like lazy to wear actual extensions. Whereas the halo thing, I can just kind of pull it up, throw it in, throw it over. Look at this little streak here. That's so cute. So there's more information about the halo hair extension clip-in piece thing in the description, in my down below areas. And there is also a discount code that you can use on their website. 20% off no limit discount for my viewers. ABHAVA. So ABHAVA. ABHAVA. That's the code. Use that on their website. You'll get 20% off. Save yourself some money and get yourself some hair. Alright, and I think that's all for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed this like feminizing makeup tutorial. They usually go pretty well. People seem to enjoy these. I've got a few of them. Please watch them all. They're all slightly different, but they're all slightly different techniques that may apply to you in different ways or another. And if you're interested in any more of the content that I do, I have tons of makeup tutorials, drag videos, get ready with me, putting other people in drag, getting dressed up, and other fun stuff. Check out all of the older videos on my channel, and subscribe and ring the bell for future videos that are going to come. And if you want to keep up with me anywhere else, check me out on any and all social medias. Ava Cassandra. The main one is Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook. Check the description below. You can also find many other ways that you can help me out. I do need a lot of help with like money. So if you want to like either donate or subscribe to something or I don't know, contribute towards the Titty Fund, it would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, and if you have any questions, leave them below. If you like the video, give it a like. If you have any comments, leave them below and get in touch with me and we can talk. Okay, and remember to check out ABH and let them know that Ava sent you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye.